So imagine as an average guest being invited to one of these weddings. Which gift do you actually want to give to a couple that seem to already have it all? If you're not careful, that set of plastic spoons you want to give might just end up going to the less privileged. So there's the sentiment in that, the thoughtfulness. And this particular one we are discussing today is very personal to me because my love language is gifting. By the way, happy post Valentine. I know I'm late, but how many of us received gifts? Were you the gifter or the giftee or the association of aw? Let us know down below in the comment section. So why is this our beautiful culture getting erased? I mean, it's so bad right now that even the couples themselves don't want actual gifts.
Did you know you're the woman that could not give birth because of wedding gifts?
Oh my God. Hey God.
So you see?
Well, thankfully, there's always cash gifts.
Wait, you mean spraying?
No.
Spraying. Like spraying money.
Oh. Traditional gifting culture. Once upon a time in Nigeria, you could not attend a wedding or any event without bringing gifts. It wasn't a suggestion, it was an expectation. Those times that our moms must always buy some kind of gifts, even if it is ordinary serving spoon before they can attend the party. The idea of gifting itself is one of deep meaning and thoughtfulness. From the planning to the acquisition to the actual gifting itself. It shows love, consideration, and intricacy. So much so that it is some people's love language. I am harsh, excuse me. Wedding gifts in particular were a big deal, and they were often practical household items, kitchen items like coolers, blenders, plates. You see that plate there? It's always plenty. According to marriageinnigeria.ng, gift giving has always been an integral part of Nigerian weddings, reflecting the culture's values of generosity, love, and support for the newlyweds. In the past, traditional Nigerian weddings centered around gift-giving practices that were deeply rooted in cultural and familial traditions. Guests and family members would contribute something to help the new couple start their new home. It was more of a communal affair, a joint effort, so much so that even if you did not know the couple personally, it was just courtesy to bring along a gift, no matter how small. In the northern region of Nigeria, gift giving is characterized by the presentation of traditional items such as clothes, accessories, and household goods. On the other hand, the southern regions of Nigeria exhibit a diverse range of gift-giving customs. Here, gifts can include anything from cash, jewelry, and clothing to modern appliances and even cars. Some communities even used to have a kind of list, from what I heard, where guests and family members would pick what they can afford to gift the couple. It was a thing of pride and joy back then, when things were simpler and people diverted most of their attention to the couple, ushering them into marital bliss. Unlike now that my generation has somehow lost this tradition. Bring back gifting, please. Monetize your gifts, please. As more Nigerians embraced a more modern lifestyle, cash gift has become kind of more common, especially amongst the middle to upper class. Is there even still middle class in Nigeria right now? Anyway, these days, couples go as far as specifically stating it on their IV that cash gifts only. And I guess it makes some sense because it's better for you to give them money to actually get what they need than for you to end up getting them something that may possibly rust in the store 10-15 years from now. I kid you not, this was the fate of some of our parents' wedding gifts. I remember some specific china plates that my mom got as wedding gifts. Those round plates with covers. That thing ended up rusting in our store before we eventually gave it out. Another reason why couples might prefer monetary gifts is that these days, most couples already have the basic household items, especially the ultra privileged. It's almost like they want to screen out all those basic gifts like the pots and pans. According to Business Day 2017, Christopher Acker wrote, at society weddings, newlyweds go home with cars and all expense paid trips in foreign locations as gifts. And these gifts can come from anyone, including friends of the parents they are not familiar with. Some have been given houses in the past. When political or industrial leaders are involved, giving becomes a competition. Family, friends, contractors, subordinates, colleagues, business partners, vendors, etc. all try to outgift each other. In 2016, the media was agog with news of customized wedding boxes which were gifted to the president's daughter Zara, costing a whopping 44 million naira. As I then know, in 2016. So imagine as an average guest being invited to one of these weddings. Which gift do you actually want to give to a couple that seem to already have it all? If you're not careful, that set of plastic spoons you want to give might just end up going to the less privileged. So there's the sentiment in that, the thoughtfulness. And even in these average weddings, the families just seem to already have it all covered. So I guess I see where spraying actually makes more sense, because at least you are gifting cash and this money can actually contribute into something that the couple needs. It even takes less effort. So I guess it makes more sense. The rise of spraying culture at weddings have also kind of made cash gifting performative, especially within the upper echelon where it seems more like a show-off than anything else. Can we really talk about the pressure sometimes when you want to spray at weddings with, like, sometimes your small 10, 20k that you just want to manage to spray the couple, and you see people spraying in the 6 figures. Sometimes I don't be standing up, but let me just maintain my levels, I beg, because if you're not careful, bouncer can even brush you. That I beg shift. It's people that actually want to spray money spray. Like, can we call it classism? Whatever. But the pressure is there, so we can't diminish it. My presence is enough. Somewhere down the line, some people came together and decided to make this once communal affair called weddings into this big grand affair. And not just for the couple and the families, but even for us guests. Just tell me how I will be spending this much money, and still I'm expected to spray money and even bring gifts. How far relax, my Nigerian wedding video explains the nitty-gritty of all this. You can watch it. But really, the lavishness of these weddings leave little or nothing to invest in a gift for the couple. Especially with Nigerians all having this main character energy, supposedly.
Lagos girls are more bougie than London girls.
Facts.
Go
into it. Explain. 10 marks.
I feel like Lagos girls, everybody is the main character. If you're going to somebody else's party, don't worry. Like, if you as the birthday girl, somebody addresses you, you flopped your birthday. You can't, here in London, how could she think she could wear that to my birthday though? That's very disrespectful.
That's your problem.
Are you mad? Lagos girls will come in with chinchilla.
I see weddings. Even weddings, they will outdress you on your wedding day.
On someone's wedding, you have to book gilly artist, your makeup artist, your tailor. You would have been planning it since. You will buy new bag, buy new shoe. You will dress like, say you said, be the bride.
There's a girl that collected videographer for someone else's wedding just to follow her about.
I love that. I love that about Lagos.
I do that. You book photographer, you book videographer.
You like,
it's an event. Everything in Lagos teaches you, Lagos girls teach you that make every moment of your life a moment.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you come in, step in, and if you're intimidated, then fix up.
Honestly, I love that for us. But for someone like me, where does gift giving fit into all this? I'm sorry, I'm just a girl. The pressure is too much. On an average, I already spend almost 100k just to attend one of these weddings. And that's even because I make my dresses myself and I do my makeup myself sometimes. And the crazy part is I know people average way more, bordering into millions. So that's just undressing. I don't even know whether Uber, makeup, other things are there. Unpopular opinion, I really cannot wait for corsets to go out of style. And I know I participate in this trend. It was cute at first, but now I literally cannot breathe. Both literally and financially. And some people don't even be executing these styles properly. I'm sorry, I'm not one to judge, but corsets seem to be the main culprits. They are the catalysts for this expensive nature of attending weddings. Even Abuba don't be costing this much. I can't know for I swear, after all that money, just know that I'm just going to show up to your wedding and eat your food with my full chest because I already contributed to your wedding. Abba, it still doesn't mean gift giving should be a habit. Even if it's something small. Okay, well, that's on you. I don't even want all the spiritual shenanigans that come with some of those gifts safe. Oh, but you will collect souvenirs. And so? It's not souvenir. So gifting the couple means spiritual setback. But you collecting the souvenirs and everything is normal, Abi. Make it make sense. Well, that's your wala. I didn't say the rules are big. I'm going. Gifts fought asunder. Better safe than sorry. I didn't want to bring this into this video because it's so diverse and bogus. But the spirituality aspect of all this can most certainly not be ignored. Someone did a whole piece on this for their blog, King Solomon's Mind. The woman stated, "One day my husband and I were worshiping and praying when the Lord instructed us to throw away a particular wedding gift we received on our wedding day, and which we did. Before the completion of the prayer, God gave us a victory. Glory be to his holy name." I was on the phone with the person that gave us the gift not quite long after we disposed the gift, and she asked me if I had conceived, and I replied to her that we are still trusting God. Unknowingly to me, I was already some days pregnant. Fast forward to when I put to bed, the same woman was on a call with me and she referred back to when she requested if I had conceived, to which I gave a no answer. I had to explain to her that I didn't know I was pregnant then. She was like trying to check if her charm has worked out, but she failed out. So the man also continued on his blog saying, "Some problems some new couples are experiencing are from the gifts they received on their wedding day. As you are preparing for your wedding ceremony, don't only concentrate on the events alone and neglect the place of prayer. If you must collect a gift, please pray on it, and if after praying, God instructs you to dispose of any of it, please do." Bam. The controversial nature of gift giving and gift acceptance cannot be understated due to the spiritual complex in Nigeria. Personally, I know people who would not touch their wedding gift unless it is spiritually sanctified. And weirdly enough, these so-called evildoers always target the women in the marriage in form of childlessness, which to date is still a taboo topic in Nigeria. It's just really funny because, why are they targeting women's wombs?
A lady walked up to me yesterday after church and she was like, "Oh, Ada, your marriage is next month. I'm going to get you a baby bath because I need you to born plenty children. Don't waste time, just start giving birth." And I told her I don't want. She was like, "What do you mean by you don't want?" I say, "Auntie, I don't want a baby bath. I don't even want any baby item. If you buy it, I will not use it. You know me, I will sell it." I told her that. She kept on asking me what was wrong. I said nothing and I walked away. Now, when someone gives you a bath during marriage, it is simply because this person is hoping and praying that you have children. I'm talking about people with good minds, because there are a lot of people that they give you something but they wish the opposite for you. But for someone with a genuine mind, the person wants you to have children. That is why they give you that gift. But then the truth is that getting certain items during your marriage and keeping them can actually cause you blockage. Now, one of these items that can actually give you blockage in marriage is actually a baby bath. The second gift that someone will give to you during your marriage and you need to sell immediately is a clock. Listen, a lot of men have gotten married and few weeks after the marriage, few months, they began to have financial issues. Last year, I realized the power of a clock in spiritual work, and since then, I have been very, very careful with anything that has to do with a clock. And since then, I have told my father that if a clock should die in our house or in the church, let them change it immediately, because I just realized how powerful a clock is. Some people can just carry a clock and come and give you as marriage gift. You don't know that clock, they've used it to do setback. They've used it to do a work of setback. You go carry clock man for your house, you could go back for life. And I'm not saying that everybody that comes to your marriage comes with bad intention, but let us tell ourselves the truth. We are from Nigeria. Not everybody that comes to tell you congratulations is happy with you. So if they give you a clock, to be on the safe side, go and sell it. The last item that you need to sell at if someone gives it to you is a mirror. A man told a story. Now, this is a real life story. He got married and he said that whenever he has an argument with his wife, his mother will call him on phone and she'll be like, I know, say that your bad wife don't disturb you again. I told you not to marry her. Now, the mother did not like the wife. But the strange thing is that the wife will not call the mother to tell the mother that they are having issues. But every single time they have an issue, the mother will call them. Like the woman will call the son and start telling the son, I told you that your wife is bad. Until one day, they said the pastor came to pray in their house and told them that that mirror is a monitoring power. So they had to take it away. And after that day, the mother did not call them again when they have issue. So certain things given to you during marriage should not be kept in your house. Sell them. Sell them. You see, anything about babies, anything about clock, anything about mirror, just sell them. Buy another one on your own. And you see that money that is spraying during your marriage, don't use it instantly. Go and deposit it into the bank. Pay it into the bank, then you can withdraw it later.
Another reason why couples might not be so enthusiastic about receiving gifts on their big day is that they want to jack back. This to me is also a valid reason, because the cash gift would actually go a long way in helping them resettle abroad compared to appliances and other gifts which they most likely will not be able to move out of the country. So there's that. So does this mean that Nigerian gifting culture is going to die forever? Not necessarily. To me, some alternatives could be gift registries. Some couples have introduced registries where you can send them items you can afford on their website in advance. Although this is still quite rare, but I think it's going to almost eliminate that spiritual aspect of gifting and also the awkwardness of having to show up to the event without a gift, because actually some of us feel a bit awkward coming to an event, especially a wedding, without so much as a packed set of spoons. Crowd cash funds and contributions. And that thing is, rather than spending this cash just for the aesthetics, there could be some form of contribution where guests can put in money for specific things like their honeymoon or a house, just something more meaningful and a kind of traceable asset. Okay, so I do know that people still give gifts in groups. For instance, like the bridesmaids, they could come together to buy a particular gift for the bride. Same applies for the groom. But I'm just thinking that would it make more sense if we could do something like that on the wedding for the couple? So for the guests, just basically the guests having to contribute money on that day towards a specific asset or a specific thing that the couple actually need. Bring the gifts anyway. So if you don't mind that the couple might probably end up not using your gifts, you can just bring the gifts anyway. No matter how small, whatever it is, just give the couple the gifts. That's if they are receiving gifts, by the way, not when they put cash gifts only on their IV. You now bring your own coconut head and still give them gifts. They don't want gifts. But if there's nothing like that, you can just give them the gifts. So it feels more like a balanced trade. So you are gifting out the gifts and you are eating their food and you are taking home the souvenirs and everything. You know, I've actually made it a point that if I attend your event, and by events I mean celebratory events, birthday dinners, weddings and stuff, and I don't give a gift, like, feel free to call me out. I've made it a point to note now that if I attend your event, I must give you a gift. So if I don't do it, if I attend your event, feel free to call me out. I'm actually going to give you a gift, even if it is matches, even if it is spoon. I'm going to give you gifts. I'm making it a point to remember this 2025. Yes, because they say, put out into the universe what you want to return to you in multiple fold. And I'm not gifting because I want to be gifted back in return. But like, I feel like it's just courtesy. It's such a beautiful culture, and we're just letting it die off. Why? Namaste. At the end of the day, gifting culture has changed. But what do you guys think? Don't you think that we should try to revive this culture? Don't you think that we should try to find a nice centered ground where this culture will not just die off? Let me know that below in the comment section. You can also follow me on social media. It's at Fati. Yes, you can catch up with me there. I like to post things other than this. This is just for my YouTube space. I post fashion content, beauty content, lifestyle content. Yeah, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.